Hey, what's up, YouTube? Today, it's the KH2 Rando day. I'm going to be fundraising for a little bit, so I thought I would go for something that is less progress-focused of me doing a playthrough. So, we're going to be running a random seed in the KH2 randomizer. Can I get all 3 proofs and everything in a decent amount of time? We'll see. It's been a few months since I played, and I don't even know if it still works. Like, I booted up and it seemed to not explode, so here's hoping that everything's in working order. Anyway, let's jump into it. Hope you enjoy, and let's vibe. Hey, Chad, how we doing? All done. Let me see if my PNG works. I think it does. There we go. Hello. I might have to switch to might have to switch apps if Fugi keeps messing up, but maybe it's just gonna start fixing whenever. So I generated a seed about an hour ago, so we're gonna do that. My PNG, At the first higher elements bit in Cold Steel Peak is it? That's how you know. That's how you know they know ball. All right. Yeah. Let's get started here. Oh. Started my new job, but they neglected to tell me it's a 0 hours contract. They're like, we'd like to employ you for no amount of time at all, actually. We live in hell. Thank you, for the 50. Can't stay in the stream. Let's see. Oh, hold on. This thing's cut off, so I actually can't read the whole note. Give me a second. There we go. Can't stay for the stream as I'm at the factory. Hope you have a good time, though. Thank you. No, it's the Long Day Factory. Damn. Let's see, what do we have here? There they are. There's my children. So we got Combo Plus. Let's see what we're working with. 7-2 combination boost. Silver Ring. It's 1-1. There's the delayed notification there. Caverns map. HP up. And Froststone. Shout out to Jordan moving his wife. Yeah, that's crazy. Wives are making some moves. Yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world. It has been quite a bit since I've played, so I'm just looking for something that's, you know, not looking for the smoothest run in the world, but just don't torture me. That's all I'm asking. What do we got? All right, drive gauge, app boost, auto wisdom. I don't like auto abilities though. Oh yeah, do we have any? Seems like we have a limit. At the very least, it's like lit up. Yeah, we should check. We should check with the crew. Maybe they have something. Donald, what you got? Not bad. Goob. Fine, we can do that. Don't forget the secret 4th proof of the Nomura burger. Is he branching out? What's going on? Oh, I do have a Tetsuya Nomura a fun thing to talk about. We could probably talk about that. Because I went over onto Twitter a few days ago, and this shit has been in my head ever since I saw it. Alright, so let's talk about it, chat. I was over on the Twitter, and the For You tab gave me a, forget what his name is. Fucking Night Sky Prince posted some post, and he was like, you know, a lot of people give Tetsuya Nomura some shit, but he understands what is important to Final Fantasy more than maybe anyone else working there, and then provided some examples. I saw a reply below it that said, yeah, but, you know, we need to get some of the younger generation in there, which is a very good point. You know, we need the younger generation to get in on these games so that, you know, the series can stay fresh. Eventually, these people will retire. Normal statement. Let's get to the best part. We need to get the younger generation in there like Naoki Yoshida. It was at this point that Night Sky Prince said, Naoki Yoshida is 52, Nomura is 54. What are you fucking talking about? They are functionally the same age.
Nice.
Thank you, Noble Brony, for the 25 big ones and finally have some spare money to offer. Thanks for the great content. Of course. I just appreciate them being able to do that response going, dude's also in his 50s. He's old. Guy you learned about later doesn't make them young by proxy. I need you to know. All right, I'm going to talk to her to get our stuff, but I am not doing the fucking that other shit yet. You know, I forgot about the scout shit. What's worse is Nomura looks younger somehow. He's probably really into fashion, supplements, and lotion. Yoshida's just a dude. He's just like, he's just hanging out. Yoshida's just like, I need to buy more rings. Agraba has some stuff, I imagine. Nomura already prepped his juniors already, so that comment makes no sense. It was never gonna make sense, let's be honest. There was no chance. Ooh, yum yum. Alright, we got a couple spells to work with here. Alright, go ahead. Aging backwards like Hirohiko Araki. Not entirely. But he does look pretty good. We gotta get the younger people in there like Shigeru Miyamoto. That is true. I'm glad someone's making some sense today. Anything in there? No, okay. Did we get drive while I wasn't paying attention? No, we didn't. Any abilities worth checking out? Dive. Dive's alright. Is dive the square? No, it's the other one. Damage drive. That'll matter when I can use something with it. Anyway, let's get these before enemies spawn. You think Togashi's got the rest of the story mapped out? A la Miura? Probably. The dude has created endings that he has assembled based on when he dies, so probably. Let's see, we got Pure Blood, Lucky 5-4 or 5-10 Oblivion. Yeah, do that. Oblivion and our blizzards are gonna hit like trucks. Yu Yu Hakusho episode 24 is unfortunate. It's okay. I immediately know what you're talking about. I'm like, the family jewels have not been stolen. It's okay. It's okay. That shit came out in 1991. I will admit, Chris Sabat yelling, "You hit her in the top." See? All you gotta do is have Cool Bar say something funny. It's fine. Also, that's fairly low tier on, in terms of problematic things said in one of those handling. You'll get much worse if you look at early 2000s American film comedies, like. Yeah, that's the episode where they fight. We fight the lady that's got penis and nuts. I believe she has some sort of line that's like you can't like. That's like you hate me for this reason or something like that, and then Yusuke's like I don't care, and then he fucking knocks her out. He does confirm, yeah. In the manga, she actually comes back at one point, I believe after that arc, but they cut that part in the adaptation. I think most of the Triad comes back for like one scene in the manga. Alright, let's see if we can grab these without getting killed. Alright, get out, get out, get out, get out! Get out! That room sucks, because I'm always going into it when I have like nothing. Alright, we're gonna go up to Cave of Wonders before that fucking auto-scrolling falling trial. We can still get some stuff. Also, most importantly, think about the age. We based this on actual time. It was like 1991, and Yusuke was like 14. Bro, absolutely don't know what's going on. He don't got it. He probably doesn't know what internet is. He got the job before that off of VHS. Granted, it was Ghost VHS, but still. His trans-inclusionary misogyny arc. Pretty cool. Pretty cool for him. And it's alright, not everyone could be as progressive as the election arc of Hunter x Hunter. Come on, come on, come on, come on, yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good. We'll just pop out now. Misogynist that respects trans women but still hates them is a real type of guy. Dude, there's a guy for everybody, alright? Let's see. Still no drive, so still kind of mad about that. I have a power band though. That defense is pretty good. I don't have any of the. I'm not running any trackers or anything because we're just raw dogging it today. 13 defense is great. I have more than that, more defense than strength. That will change, but for now it's pretty nice. I wonder if I have enough stat here to get through this horrible first fight. Did you see Blue Sky added bookmarks? I saw that, but I didn't have the, I didn't see anything in the UI for it. Ooh. Torn pages, reflect. Nice. Alright, let's see if this is possible. Alright, Sora. Let's see what we got. Let's see. I'm thinking no on it, though. No, we barely scratched it out. Cool. It's a miracle. Usually I do this shit and it just doesn't work out. Because I don't want to do that strat where you run against the floor and then you spam the RC. I am not one of those super players. Cypher's trophy? Man, crazy how it ended up here. KH3 is immaculate, but it needed a different playable Sora like this. Hope a Cars World happens in KH4, dude. Good lord. We have to make Sora more of an affront against God. Big fan of Stella saying there was no point to the Cars movies when they learned that there's no joke where they cry and they use windshield wipers to clean their tears. Which honestly, well, as soon as they said that, I'm like, yeah, what are we doing here, actually? It's okay. John Lasseter was too busy being a sex pest to write that good bit into Cars. Yoink. Oh yeah, we just try to leave and then scenes occur and then we can go on. Last was the one that looked like Xehanort in real life. No, that's Roy Conley. He didn't work at Pixar. John Lasseter is just a generic overweight white guy. It's okay. He left Disney like a decade ago or something. Whenever Me Too started, he got fucking beaned. Nope, just missed it. There we go. He got bean dadded. He's like, yeah, sorry, you're gonna have to open the can yourself or you're gonna starve. John Lasseter will no longer be making the theme song for the McElroy brothers. The stream's becoming more incomprehensible by the second. Ooh, Combo Master. Alright, there we go. Bean Dad could have gotten so much more discourse, but January 6th happened almost immediately afterwards, so everyone got distracted. Chilly neighbor daughter. Dude, don't talk about chilly neighbor. Scan. Alright, let's go in. And talk. There we go. Alrighty, we can leave now. We got some stuff. Form boost 10-4. I can keep this for now. Any of these better? Yeah, that's got a little bit more on it. Any better gear? Nah, nothing better than the 3. We actually got some of the best defense gear immediately. Chilly neighbors may be one of the most confusing internet moments of my life. Truly incomprehensible. Don't you want some chili, though? Dude, there's syringes in that chili and meth. All right, Chad, deposit the full lore of Chili Neighbor. Not everyone's caught up on the lore. That and I don't remember it like entirely fully. All right, let's. Well, actually, hold on. How many pages do I got? I think I only have one. I think I only had the one. Hold on. Where would they put those? They would put them up here. Yeah, they'd be in the purples. Yeah, I think it was only just the one. Yeah, we'll come back. We don't have to do Piglet yet. I don't know why. That's how Hank Hill would say it. Piglet. Yeah, we can do Bailey. That's crazy, dude. Danish people will be like, I'm gonna eat my dinner upstairs, okay? Smile. Your Hank Hill impression reminds me of that Hank Hill VTuber. That's crazy. People will VTube anything at this point. Moral of the story, never post anything you do on the internet. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You made a career out of that. Not true. I hold as much back as I can as possible. Well, let's do her out of the room because I probably want to hotkey magnet. All right, we'll go back in here. Customize you. Is reflect square good? Yeah. Yeah, I'm totally fine with magnet on circle. And then I will save this slot for cure. You know, whenever we get that, who knows? I love Radical Highway. Our magic stat's so high, we can just, like, shotgun these and kill them in one hit. You know, if I actually hit them, that would also be nice. You're doing a great job, Leon. Don't let nobody tell you different. Intentionally starving your guest does sound like a distinctly Eastern European thing to do. Yeah, it's scary over there. Yeah, we could also do Halloween Town. Might be something there. Shock Charm Plus is nice. I'll get him. Yo, shout out to Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis doing its 2nd anniversary event, which is vaguely summarizing the events of Advent Children, where they show you the Omni slash like upgrade, and they cut out all the slashes except the last one, so it's slash. Ever Crisis is something that always needs to exist. Not for me, just for Hey Talk to post about it. Vlad's Fusion Sword is one of the gacha headliners who does not use Omni Slash. Man, why are you yelling? Is everything okay at home? Yeah, I know at the Ever Crisis 2nd anniversary stream, Nomura went there and said that, you know, FF7 Remake Part 3 and KH4 are progressing smoothly. Very great news for Kingdom Hearts hype YouTubers. I'm sure they found some way to make a one-sentence, a 20-minute video. I know they were starved. I don't know why I picked those up as if I'm gonna use them. Alright, this is the worst part of the run here, because I always forget where every single chest in here is. Whew! Okay, ask and you shall receive something. Alright, I need to be strong enough to get through the to get through the battle in this specific room that comes up, so I can cavern grind master form. Akashic record. I've never once memorized where every chest is in here. I just kind of lap every room 3 or 4 times. We got DP. Square Enix gachas are fascinating in so much that they know what the concept of a gacha is. They unfortunately don't know how you make them. They just know you do 10 rolls, some of them do weapons, some of them do characters, and you charge money. They don't know any of the other mechanics. Money pouch, alright, we are in business. Oh, there's finishing leap. Here we go. We can work with that. No, yeah, we don't have the card, so we can't do any of that. No, yeah, tag this. There we go. All right, the encounter outside's ready. Don't know if I'm strong enough for it, but we're gonna try it. Magnet might help. Yeah. If that thing taps me once, we're out. All right, we can probably clear this. We just need to use good magnets and spam Blizzard as soon as the worst enemy in the game shows up. He's not here yet. Oh, there he is. There we go. Just hit it with a real hard Blizzard and we're good. Cool. Oblivion's cool. Why'd they give that shit drive boost? I know, it's so racist. How dare they? It's racist to the emo crowd doing shit like that. They deserve better. They banned the use of young Sephiroth and adult Sephiroth in the same party. Well, yeah, you don't want a time paradox, dummy. Duh. Yo, shout for Thunder. Thunder can give me something. Oh, God. We'll do the chest down here after I'm done with this. This is gonna be a mess. So in the next year, the only Square gacha that I know of that still exists at this point is Ever Crisis. So in a year that will remain the same, and they're continuing to just not do those anymore. Or they will announce 4 of them within the next year. I'm leaning toward that first one though. Dragon Quest Lock still exists. Yeah, but Dragon Quest is a worse franchise, so we don't really acknowledge it much. Let's go. Wow. Sorry, if Dragon Quest Walk didn't exist, KH Missing Link wouldn't be like the way it was and then immediately got canceled. So we get killed here because then it resets the drive orbs in that room. Hold on, are we already capped on it though? Yeah, we're capped on it. Okay, we can just move on. Alright, what do we got? Well, I didn't get killed by that. That's surprising. That's okay. The rest of the bad shit in this room's about to hit. Hero's Crest. Do I care enough? Honestly, I don't. Hold on, we can depower. Wait, no, we already get the chest here. I was gonna do it to see if I could get the thing that I missed, but no, it's already taken care of. I'd like the app boost at least. All right, game, cooperate. Hey, yeah, yeah. Those hammers are scary. Okay, we're good. All right, we're clear to move. I could see if I could clear this next fight, but I don't have a lot of confidence in it. Does Donald and Gob have anything new? No, they don't. Yeah, let's go Halloween Town. Making gotchas out of popular series doesn't seem like a good idea in general. You could probably do it. It's just, you have to have a better balance on, you generally have to have a better balance on, the making the money part and the gameplay part. Square's like the worst with it. They don't even give you shit if their fucking shit goes down. They're like, sorry about that server issue. Anyways, back up. You can come back in. All the good gotchas are like, here you go. Here's a bunch of Blimblow gold or some shit. Evercry's is like, fuck you, dude. We ain't giving you shit. Alright, well, here we are. Alright, pick up me gubbins. Remembrance map, sure. I think we have like aerial dodge 3 already. Like our movement's pretty cracked on that. Alright, let's go get our Christmas presents. Namco seems to be holding it together with One Piece and DBZ gotchas. Yeah, the other gotchas that seem to exist do at least a little bit better. Though some of them obviously fall apart. Like when they took down One Tails of gotcha so that they could put out their new one, and then their new one died before 12 months. There's obviously a new Tails game in development. They're just filling out the franchise now with remasters while we wait. Hold on, get over here. Hold on, buddy. Thank you. Those guys can still kill me in like one gunshot. Where the fuck is he at? Okay, I hear the hit sparks. We're good. The decision to make an existing single-player game into a gacha solely off that one game is still bad. Yeah, it's a little strange. Yeah, we can't do that yet. Oh, good. Everything I wanted. Dodge, slash, and an extra no experience. Let's see. Slayer. Slayer! Yeah, Mithril Ring's fine. Oh yeah, Alpha Weapon. 0-9 reaction boost. Funniest shit in the world. Oh my god. Alright, 10-10, sure. I just didn't think it'd be Hercules. no experience, the reason why they can't get a job. Shout out to that study that came out that said America has more unemployed than there are actual job openings that exist. I'm like, whoops. Yeah, we gotta get these here before the second visit, before they start populating this place with enemies. Don't want to wait till, like, visit 3 where they put snipers in here that kill you in one hit. Blizzard boost. Ooh, we're gonna put that on, actually. With a 10 magic up on top of what we already have, our blizzards are gonna one-shot most things. We are going to rip Barbosa to pieces with this setup. Maybe we should just lock it. Very true. By the way, I feel just like Nick now after my haircut, because I've been growing out for a year. My neck's constantly cold. I had so much food yesterday, I'm still full. Dude. Shout out to every single photo I see of Jordan on his vacation where he looks, I'm gonna be honest here. He looks like he's on Down syndrome sometimes. He's like so unbelievably fucked up in every photo that he's in. Looks like he's actively fucking melting. It's like genuinely concerning when I look at some of those. Like real, but damn. Sorry. It's like you see a photo of him and it comes with that cartoon sound effect of wow. Min's latest post photo of her food. Boyfriend vomited on the way here, so yummy, yum, yum. Dude. We don't have final yet, so I'd rather not waste the potential final gains. Yes, I'm on the hopium that we pick it up somewhere else. Alright, where else would we go to get some stuff done? I guess we could, I just didn't think it'd be Chinese. Let's go Land of Dragons. We could probably run the whole world real quick. Chain, report, and shock charm. All right. I was stoned last night and saw that Persona 4 Jordan edit out of the corner of my eyes. I thought he had cornrows, and I got so fucking scared the Black Jordan bit was becoming real. It's happening. Big fan of Diamond sending a slander post out on Jordan and Jordan having to ask Naomi, is this a funny joke or not? Because they're too white to understand it. Jordan about to rock those white cornrows like the secondary character in Like Mike 2, the direct to DVD sequel to Like Mike. Rolling through a rando seed is easier than breathing for me. I can just say whatever and just let the game speak for itself. Reminder, chat, I am trying my best to survive in this dark, horrible world. But I'm bleeding out, so any help in terms of tips and whatnot would be much appreciated on this stream. That's why we're streaming this and not trails. Most people can't show up for this. I say that the viewers are good, but we get like a different additional new chunk of viewers through that. Hold out till like Thursday. I will do my best. I have to go out later this week, so I have to like account for that. It's not dire, but the last time I didn't like run a little mini fundraiser in the first half of the month was last month, and it went real bad. And then I had to do that embarrassing thing where I hat in hand just go, I'm not online, but I'm gonna just post the link on social media. I try not to do that because that's impeding on, you know, non-content creators that do that, which are, you know, almost every friend I know. And I try not to blow up their spot. Carl will fart on Jordan again. I heard Jordan shit his pants in a car, by the way. Good for him. I already shit in your car and your car started breaking. Like the noxious fumes started melting. Like to watch trail stuff. There's a genuine chance it'll snare me when I play the FC remake. Makes sense. Don't worry. There are people I know who are already into the series, but I'm far ahead. And some people are waiting to get in and they'd rather not know things. Which, understandable. It's okay. The trail stuff will stop probably in February because by that point I will have played literally all of them, and I will be caught up, and then there will be nothing else to do except for wait for the SC remake. So Alto went to open the window on the side to escape the Jordan gas, and I have this little plastic overhang thing on the windows that fell off from the side and slammed right into Alto. That's awesome. Really big fan of when Alto filmed a video of you guys trying to sing and then Jordan immediately fucked it up. That's like the realest shit in the world. Yeah, I'm planning on streaming the FC remake. I'm just trying to get through Reverie before it comes out. Because Reverie is the last game on the old engine. And then they'll select the 2 Daybreak games that are out. They use the same engine as that. And I'm like, you know, if I'm gonna move to a new game, a slightly different gameplay style, I'd like to have all the old ones done. Take my ass to the checkpoint, please. Trying to get at least to CS3, yeah, because it's gonna fuck you up, you know, because the gameplay in those is all different. Movement is no longer like a button, you just move around during turn-based combat in the new game, so I'm like, let me get through all of these. I got one left. I'm going at a pretty good clip, too. Does it help that the current game I'm on has literally only one side quest? Yes. Hopefully I won't get grabbed by FOMO. You will. You get distracted the same way Jordan and Airy do, but just from, like, anything video game related. Instead, they do with, like, submarine sandwiches or just anything. Please be nice when it happens. Why are you asking me the impossible? Can you be reasonable? Got it. Here, no, when we talk about Jordan trying jerk pork for the first time, made me laugh because I can't even make fun of him because he lives in a hut on the frontier. You tried orange chicken for the first time and freaked out. I laughed about it. I also have never had orange chicken. I get sesame chicken instead. I'm sure it's good though. I usually get sesame chicken on white rice or lo mein with roast pork. I'm not much for the veggies in, like, when I get, like, a lo mein roast pork thing, so I usually just have an option to cut them out. I don't know, the crunch of the carrot fucks up the mouthfeel for me, so I just usually have them cut it. Roast pork and lo mein noodles have a good chew profile for me that I'd like to keep. Sesame chicken just kicks ass. I tend to do it with rice. I tried it with lo mein once, and I'm like, this is just too much. The rice needs to reset the palate a little bit for me. And when they add water chestnuts, because I feel like it fucks up the soft feel. Yeah, I don't think they've done that to me, thankfully. I've lucked out. And out of here. Armor slot, nice. There we go. Anything to keep me from wiping, please. Ooh, forgot Grand Ribbon. Jordan be like, anything to keep me from wiping my ass. And I'm like, that's crazy, dude. Stop shitting. Yeah, we got a couple chesticles over here. HP up, nice. Did you see the video I put up of us bowling? Yeah, I saw the lore about you guys just constantly doing fours. I was insane is that also I had exactly $4 in my wallet. Well, I honestly, did you know in Japanese culture, 4's the number of death, and it gotta say I'm on my hands and knees at this point. When the vacation has lore. I mean, I want Alto to die too, but that's crazy. Very true. They're like, Ping has transitioned to Mulan now. I'm like, oh, it's wonderful. Good for you. Let's see. Do I do Shan Yu? I mean, it's not that hard, sure. Gay Wendigoon be like, I'm Wendigooning for this guy's feet. I got nothing. Good job, Carl. Yeah, I think we got a tip in. I'm gonna check that in a second. Let me just move around here. Stop re. It's gonna do a little noise in a minute. Have a little stimmy. They tipped 30. Thank you so much. Any help is appreciated. And it's just to get me through until, you know, We get the mid-month payment, and then I give half of it to the United States government and then cry. Alright, let's go. Chinese women can just fly like that. Yeah, I just didn't think they'd be Chinese, though.
Yeah, let's do this together.
Or China.
So close. China.
No, we actually missed some of them. There we go. Apparently, that was the second time Jordan vomited this morning. Alright, dude. What's he doing? What's he doing? Probably drank a lot yesterday. Oh, brother. Unhand me, bird! Hold on. Stop that shit, you dummies. Oh! Hold on, I'm getting low. Actually, don't really have a solution for that. Thank you, Mulan. Did your YouTube channel get hit with the restricted mode? It might have. I don't really look at views too much, at least for VODs. But for people here on YouTube who haven't experienced it yet, views are down for most YouTube channels. YouTube added a new restricted mode that hides like 80% of relevant videos. If you go into your settings and turn it off, it'll be fine. And, you know, it's alright. I'm doing fine, but people have been talking about the past couple weeks views have been down, and then people started identifying what the potential problem actually is, which was that. What level are we at? 18? That's still not great. Where do I go from there? From here, Beast Castle. Setting is per device also. Find my 3 proofs, Slender Xehanort. Whoa. Thank you, bro, swagging us for the 54. I'm digging the grave of VidCon and Blip TV. Maybe we can do it better this time, dude. Doug Walker can use the movie clips again. It's on Blip, it's on Plip, it's on Plop. That doesn't work anymore. That just Blip was like 2008. It wasn't what we have now. Also, dude, we ain't gonna beat what we have now, where they're like, new free streaming service called Howdy. Bro, it's literally on Howdy. Go back to Justin TV. Sorry, that's also Twitch, and Twitch killed it. No longer will we use the monkey streaming service. some may go, what the hell does that mean? And I'm like, their emotes were like different monkeys. Good old Justin TV, very true. This is the #1 source of channels like Dragon Ball Z 24/7, where you could where they were just running the show the whole time on a live stream. Just right there for you. Light and Darkness? Fucking shit, yeah, dude. We're gonna go pick up Final in a minute. That opens up some possibilities for us. Oh, this bitch sleeping? Wasn't just TV the one where Carl kept spamming porn gifs? No, that was Hitbox.tv, which was a European Twitch competitor. They partnered way easier, so I did it to, you know, actually make earnings off of it. But they also did embeds in the chat for any image. So instead, Carl decided to post gifs of a woman in a porno getting cream pied only because it looked like Aaron Hansen's wife. What was wrong with this man? We just don't know. Those sure were the days. They quite were. I was really feeling not so grump. I ditched the site after they had like no security for people randomly hacking anyone on the site. On top of the fact they wouldn't pay me. I actually made more than the average streamer over there, because almost no one streamed over there. So because my amount was too much, $300 a month, they're like, they withheld it. I only got paid one good time, and it was because the owner of the website was in my stream, and I said, hey, you guys haven't fucking paid me. I think you own this place. He's like, oh shit, that's crazy. He gave me like a Skype account to text. That's how old this was. And then the second time it happened, I asked him. He's like, "I no longer work at the company." And I went, "Oh, okay. Well, that's dead." Pack it the fuck up then. Imagine if John Twitch was here right now. I know, crazy. Missed this little sucker. Okay, now we can go hurry and be quick about it. Hey. Oh god, the combo's a bit too long. This might take 2 cycles, we'll see. Let's see, can we get you across from here? No, it's funny. I saw Lumiere's ass. I saw his ass get behind the boxes where I'm at. He's like, I'm gonna go near the boxes though. I'm gonna go ahead and make you have to 2-cycle this because I'm an idiot. His ass went, no, I want to go this way actually. Go fuck yourself, dude. Oh no. Oh, what's up? Red form. This is the form that's red. Thank you for giving John Twitch a sub.
I think this'll do the trick.
Random gamer nat. Ah. Yeah, I forgot your ass just stays over here. Fucking T-pop pussy over here just fucking taking her time. What's happening? Where's she at? She's like, I just didn't know we were going over here. We're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it because you didn't know how to do your job. Look at this whore. This bitch. KH2 does be like, this world kind of barren, put the worst set piece you've ever seen. Nah, it's fine though. This bitch.
I think this'll do the trick.
Okay. She's like, I don't know what he's doing when he's flying. Fine, I will run normal.
I think this'll do the trick.
Yum. Cosmic Arts is pretty good. Whoa, both of them next to each other? That's crazy. Master, can you, like, control yourself? What if I said please? Whoa! Limits in here. They put 2 forms in Beast Castle. Trying to think of a really bad cage set piece. Those Monster Inc. lasers on crit were kind of bad. If we're picking anything in KH2 that's a bad set piece on crit, it would be the sledding down while the dudes shoot the lasers. Mainly because it's 45 seconds longer than you think every time you do it. You're like, surely it's about to be done, right? It's like, nah, you gotta dodge this shit for 40 more seconds. By the way, you'll die in 5 hits. Alright, we're gonna get final form real quick. Since we have light and dark, we can just keep rolling it here until we get the pop. Grind Rails and Olympus kind of chapped my ass a little bit, but I eventually figured out, like, when to fire on them. So they became a little bit less rough. There we go. All right, let's go pick up the chests that are near Roxas, and then we can leave. Did up through his first time he did crit. Yeah. Also, you're exceptionally squishy in that. KH2 respects stats way more than KH1 or 2, for example. That's a second chance. Good lord. All right, we can survive big hits now. Alright, now we're reset. Get that on. Turn off light and darkness, because we don't need it anymore. Don't want to accidentally transform into anything stupid. So we picked up several additional forms, so let's level Master a bunch. No, not journal. Status. Let's see. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we can go up to level 6, so we can definitely bunch up our numbers. Since, as many of you know, they limit how much you can level a form based on how many other forms you have. You start at 3. Each additional form, like, ups it. Yeah, soccer team games care more about resistance accessories, your stat line, which I think is ultimately more interesting. Only downside is that sometimes for critical, they make everything hit way too hard. I hit limit cut and they're just like, the battle level gap's too large. Proud's good though. I feel like I have to like eat a lot of defense ups by synthesizing them on crit for limit cut to not make everything almost, you know, do way too much damage. But if you just do good cuisine on Proud at level 99, you're fine. But crit in KH3 is just like KH2, where it's hard at the start and then the fall off starts happening as you go. Because you get better combat options and better support abilities. Proof on level 6 Master Form. Because, of course, it would have that. Alright, well, there's our first one. Thank God I had the sense to grind forms. All we're missing is the Wizzy. Okay. Let's go... Let's go here. We can get some final form levels now. Because we have the nobody section. I wait until we have final form for it, because it's hard to get weak and nobodies in the game, except for right here. There we go. Nice job, guys. Oh, damn. No ethers. I should buy ethers. We gotta fill the slot. Did they give you aerial recovery in KH3 Grip in the start? Yes. They give you almost every major combat ability right from the jump on crit, so like you get every counter reprisal. You get most of your good stuff right from the jump. Yeah, the mod that sprinkles the updated abilities as you go is a way better choice than just having them from the start. Make it feel like your character genuinely progresses with new stuff in the game. Because otherwise it's like, I got all the best combat abilities in the game, and the ones that were in the base game that aren't as good as those abilities I'm getting throughout, so I can just not equip them. Like, no. No, I'm not feeling it. Slapshot. Put a ring on it. And Dark Gem, okay. I'll talk to Donald in a second. We'll put that on. Berserk? Nah, we don't need Berserk. Nah. Any keys? Finishing plus 6-9. Oh yeah, what's Alpha Weapon? 0-9. 310 combo boost. 10-6 draw. Alright. Any shops here? No. Alright. Yep, we're randoing today. Yep, we're one proof deep. It was on Master Form 6. Guard break. Here we go. Finally a finisher. This run's weird. Still haven't got an aerial recovery yet, so anytime I get bounced up in the air, I just have to limply do nothing. Let's get some limit levels. Ah, we're not even gonna be able to finish, like, credit on that one. I forgot that we're, like, too strong. Ooh, Mickey's house. Hello, Donald. Leave me alone. You duck. Road to Discovery. Cool. Woo! Yeah, fairly soon the fight would end before I could get credit for doing another limit, so I'll wait for the next room to do it. There we go. Alright, we got 2 levels off it here, which is nice. Hold on, we can do it again. There we go. Some people trying to recreate Sora's new moveset. Oh yeah, the grappling hook on the keychain. Yeah, that's neat. Modding's at least easier because it uses some basic Unreal Engine 4 stuff, so it's a bit more reasonable to do than the way people modded PS2 emulation. Actually, best mod that you can install for this really is the auto cutscene skip. Please. Oathkeeper, Blazing Gem. Alright, let's see if Oathkeeper's got any sauce today. No. No, but, you know. Hero's Crest is just too good. I'm not going to take it off. It's a 10-10. Yeah, Nick's not interested in any big gameplay overhaul edition, things like that. He's Christian. But thanks for offering. Should probably go to Sunset Hill. Thought he was Nick, that's crazy. Yeah, he's like Christian Slater if he was black and gay. Oh yeah, we gotta do Sandlot first. I love Radical Highway for some reason. Alright, defense MP up. Nice. Uh-oh, not good. Donald! Nah, he doesn't have cure on him. Shit. Wait, form. We're saved. Got it. Yeah, if we get to the top before we end, we don't lose our drive. Because we'll be popped out of the world, so I'm going to try that. Oh, we have way more bar than we need. We'll be fine. Full bloom thunder. Okay, we got double thunder. That's you can go on there because we still don't have a cure anywhere. It's our only tier 2 spell as well. Run's looking a little strange. Strong, though. It definitely has some... We have some sauce. It's not jacking me off fully, though. No explosion in sight. No magnet burst. Not even like an aerial finish. I can't be like Bridget doing like chaos seeds or some shit. I'm not mentally ill enough to do it. Yeah, that is true. We are fundraising today, so any help on that is appreciated, chat. If you know, if you swing that way, you know what I'm saying. There's a donate button below. I'll read your note and whatnot. I keep thinking about turning text to speech back on, but sometimes we do calls and then it becomes sensory overload. Half the time she does it on accident. It's fucked up. Oh, should have work. Oh, see you later. Have a good one. Bye. Sorry, my Riku voice line came out for a second. Ba-da-da. And there should be one at the end here. Quick run. Get the one up top first. Yeah, now I know what to do in Curly Hill, the room that is in fact a small square. For some reason I thought there was a chest here, but there isn't. Bridget got 3 proofs within an hour during that run. Oh, that's great. That house is so cursed. I saw like them post and they're like, all right, we immediately got 1 crash, and I'm like, God damn it, Jesus. My stream ain't much better. Now that I'm playing a PC game on here, I'm not even running my browser. Mainly because it doesn't take much for my CPU's memory to shit its pants. I think there might be something with my GPU with it. If I have like a few tabs running and I open OBS, it just doesn't know what to do and explodes. Yeah, I'm not a rando racer at all either. I know all of the strats, but it's like I could do like, you know. Could do Palace skip or whatever, or the strat to get through Pride Lands faster, or core skip, but I'm good. Or Roxas skip if you have quick run where you just do this against him with final. Or after you grab his swords, but I'm good. Looking at our options here. We have not done Olympus yet. Wouldn't be the Sonic Unleashed Night Battle theme if it only played for like 3 notes. Alright, down the cave. Fencer earrings fine, but I think we have really I think we have 2 good accessories at this point to bother with it. I have one wrong setting and it shit my entire setup. Yeah, sometimes my PC just can't handle the 3rd TV monitor and just kind of just starts flickering and shit. Oh, yesterday, I ended my stream, but then I want to grab a screenshot of a thing in the game. So I'm going to go, and I had 4 tabs open on Chrome. One of them, I think, was a YouTube tab. I open up OBS and I click the Share X button. All displays go black. Flicker a little bit. 20 seconds later, they're on the PC login screen. I'm like, this shit fully crashed. That's crazy. It just entirely died. There on the login screen, I type in my little password and I'm back in and everything's doing its first time boot up and I'm like, good lord, dude. And I'm like, whatever, it just stuff works. I just have to balance it. It does make me a little upset that it makes it feel like it's the PC's ultimately weaker than the last 3 that I already had. Not in the terms I can't run intent, you know, big things, but just I used to be able to just like run like TweetDeck on like a side and like a video and record footage on OBS and it's not breaking a sweat. Here it's like, oh, things are getting kind of hazy. Ultimately, I just stay away from doing PC gaming stuff anyway, because I'm using the computer all the time, so I don't want it taking over part. My PC's for work and streaming stuff. I plug in a capture card and I can do my gaming there just fine. Nick would be the same way, but he keeps pretending he wants to PC game like every other hour. It's bad for him. It's like, you know, honestly, do cigarettes, all right? I think that's a safer, more responsible thing than playing on a computer. I'm using the same version of Photoshop for 6 years, and despite my hardware upgrades, I feel like it actively gets slower. Mine hasn't been too bad. What version am I using? I think I'm using like the 2020 version. I just realized I can't check it because the Kingdom Hearts ports suck ass and the borderless window still steals your cursor when it's active. I'd actually take James's advice of, you know, that he tries to get people on the grift of going onto Linux, but I'm afraid it'll make my computer explode, so I'm never going to do it. Not Reddit enough for Linux. True. I have no room for a desktop, so I have to deal. Yeah. Yeah, it can be rough for space. I did laptops for a very long time, until 2014, I think. 2014 or 2015. So like 6 or 7 years of doing stuff on the internet. I had to switch because as a streamer, I would use laptops and running, at the time, running XSplit and an emulator or a game on Steam for streaming would make the laptop become so hot it would go, and that noise would be followed by the entire PC turning off because it got too hot. So what I'd have to do for streaming while trying to make rent and survive was to get an ice pack out of the fridge, wrap it in a paper towel, and put it under the laptop to keep it from getting too hot while I streamed. The answer was getting a desktop. It's okay. Laptops are a bit better made and more powerful now, so the lightweight stuff I was doing before that was heavyweight is, you know, has changed, so I could probably do it fine. 3, 2, 1, fuck them up. Oh yeah, we have the mod in here that just gives me a shit ton for free. There we go. Just so we can speed through it. They're like, we're here for the non-mini game part. We'll speed these up for you. Doing the 360 resoldering trick with a planeless laptop because those things couldn't breathe before 2018. Yeah, they were real bad. Okay. I like how we can't say this is the Tommy Tallarico track anymore because it turns out he just stole it, so it's not someone else's. It used to be a beloved part of the run. His mother was very proud. True! There's Cure. I've had Leap Razor for an hour, but Cure for 40 seconds. Using SNES 9X to play Donkey Kong Country on my 720p laptop in college that I spilled hot chocolate on so half the screen was brown. Whoa. Someone sees there and they're like, you doing doo-doo on your computer? Computer. Right, I'm just taking some breaths. Don't worry, I'm fine. Nah, it's entrance. I do this shit every time, where I always, like, almost leave out of the same one again. First time I emulated anything in SNES 9X or Super Metroid, it was broken in such a way that it was permanently in speed up, and I thought Super Metroid just played like shit. In some ways it kinda does, but not in the way you're thinking, yeah. I only think this because I didn't play Super Metroid until I had played Zero Mission. So every time I boot up Super Metroid, I'm like, yo, why she move like that? What's going on? Yeah, it's looking like, wait, it's Power Band or Petite Ribbon. Honestly, do this. It's got more resistance on it. Do I drop Thunder for a Cure? He has like a panic button, sure. Why not? First game I emulated was Mother 3. I asked 4chan how to do it, and the first spoils who the masked man was. That's crazy. Guys, I was thinking about trying out Kingdom Hearts 1. Like, what platform do you play it on? And they're like, Kingdom Hearts is light. And I'm like, what does that mean? And they're like, yeah, Kyrie's inside me, too. Finally, the map to the Black Pearl. Final form. Okay, well, we already unlocked it the other way, but thanks. Ooh, a present. I can't do my private account joke anymore. Blue Sky had private accounts. Hey, there's wisdom. They got bookmarks now. Sure, it won't be long till private accounts. Yeah. Anyway, before private accounts, make it so I can embed images into direct messages. That's a bit more important. The closest thing I can do to that is just linking a post, and it's already not enough. Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's go. Do you want me to do something, Phil? I guess so. Let's do it. Here comes a giant pot. Oh, I didn't kill this guy fast enough. He got like another one out. There we go. It is a bit timing based where you got to do them pretty quickly. Alright, let's get out of here. You should also convert your images to ASCII art. True. True, like we're a GameFAQs guide in 2000. Alright. I'm gonna go use the bathroom for a sec. I'll be right back. Jordan's hosting, you can't tell. That's very true. Sometimes Jordan will be like, let me co-host, and I'm like, okay, I'll do that thing I do where I talk significantly less to give the people on the call more opportunities to speak, and then they just don't. And then I'm like, I'm just sitting here talking a third as much as I normally would, for you to do nothing. I think that I should kill you. Your shout out to Tron Ares coming soon to theaters. I hear Mr. Beast did an ad where he was like a Tronman or something. Torn pages. Alright, we can actually go back and do some of it now. I'm sure I'll hear the Mr. Beast ad for Tron a week later from Joseph being wrong about something. Many such cases. I saw a trailer for the Neutron. It looks pretty good. I'll probably check it out. It looks pretty slick. I need context for when Jared Leto's in Kingdom Hearts. Proof! Let's go, baby. Some whizzy level 3. Oh, there's fire. It was on levels. Ah, shit. My bad. Forgot I removed Thunder off a thing. Torn Page, we're definitely doing poo after this. We're taking a bit of a poo break. Always making time for poo. This place is so good for farming at this point in the run. Oh boy. Looks like our fun is about to end. But can I squeeze out a third bar and then get a little bit out of here before we're done? Yes, we... Ah, no, Donald's dead. Okay, let's go. Cosmic Belt, alright. Now let's put our KH2 Jared Leto. Trons or KH2 Jake Sully avatar. That just made me smile. Just imagining Sora hanging out with Jake Sully. He just wants to protect his family. Hold on, we're looking for... Yeah, we need more accessory slots. That's what we're kind of missing at this point. Cosmic Belt's a 2 up. What's our stat line? Defense is pretty good. It's pretty good. We need more help though for me to really be able to tank stuff well, but defense isn't as bad as it usually is. Let's go beat up Hostile Program. Hold on, can I go in here yet? Cool. Pretty sure they put a chest in here. They don't. They don't. I lied. We'll do a team limit with Jake Sully. Dude, he'll like shoot a bow. Or there'll be like the Toy Story one where he like rides his like floaty dragon thing and you like control him and you do like flips and shit. Do you have any drive recoveries? Oh, we have a lot of shit in here. Hold on. Any plans for Mario Party this week? No, but I did once people are back, we gotta plan our first to 5 in the frantic mode. That is something I have to do. I also got to stream a Nintendo Direct this week if the leakers that say there's a Nintendo Direct happening every single day until the end of time are correct. You know, the huge. Limit Form Tron aesthetic is so awesome. Really, I try to disconnect KH2 Rando from Kingdom Hearts 2 itself, so this mod that just does a playlist of random Sonic tracks has really helped differentiate it for me. Now Ragnarok will still crash out. There we go, I think we have enough now. Any plans for Mario Kart this month? Probably. Probably. I was thinking about doing it today, but I was like, let's get something that has a bit of a structure to it instead of just random matches. There we go. Aerial sweep. Hold on. Freeze! Ooh. My KH2 Rando has a Kaseki OST, so I just associate Rando with that. Yeah, if it was easier to convert music files, you know, if there was a program that jumped in and, like, generated it, I would make a custom playlist. Instead, I use some other streamer's pack they put on GitHub. And then remove the Spark of the Electric Jester stuff, because we don't fuck with baby games on here. We play mature stuff like Bluey. Let's go. Poo time. Piglet. You have to manually edit in songs and Audacity to make custom song replacements. Yeah, it's a lot of extra work, and, you know, I don't have the dedication to try it. But you know, I'm hitting that point in Trails where I totally could do that. I could totally make a solid playlist with some stuff in there. Will you be blocking in for the Bluey movie in 2027? Yeah, I'll see if I can catch up on all of it. I know I probably need all the lore first. Took 14 hours to make a song pack. A bunch of that was making yeah, a lot of it's you make choices that work, right? Yeah. The challenge is you have to think of the flow of a KH2 Rando, where sometimes you may even have to do a fade in midway through the song, because sometimes fights are like 20 seconds, so you're like, I want to get to the part of the song I want to listen to. Some of the choices this person made on some I had to switch out just because I'm like, yeah, no good part of the song's ever going to happen because I'm already going to be in a battle transition or something else. Most battles or field themes are going to last long enough to get to the hook of Spiral of Erebus or something. Yoing, 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 and we're out. I wanted to replace the cutscene music. Oh yeah, I'm not like running that, so it's easier for me. Thank God we came in here. God. All right, we got second chance and once more. So this run's pretty good. We're still missing a proofy woofy somewhere. Don't know where, but we'll figure it out. I really wish this minigame made you do like 40 when you did it. Because this shit ends after like 15 seconds. I'm like, I don't know. Conceptually, I think this is a neat minigame. I feel like it should go past 10 when you go through it. Yeah, I think that's every page. Pretty sure I don't have the rest. No, I do. Let's do Spooky Cave. Someone out there thinks this is a MILF. Let's go. Carl. It's very easy to just apply everything to Carl. It's not like anyone's wrong for it either. Lock in, folks, please. Like how you only slip during the flash. Yeah, they're gonna get scared. This is kind of a longer segment of bees. I get it. I would also be afraid of this shit, too. Bro, leave him alone. Yo, Stuart Little. Oh god, they scattered in such a way that I don't know where they are. Alright, glide around, let's see. I thought this was one of them. No, it was a treasure chest. Counter guard. Not bad. Alright, where the fuck you guys at? Alright, where's the other two? No, that's the end of the course. We have Piglet. We have the mysterious tiger. Yeah, where the fuck is everybody? I think this is the first time I've lost the group like that. Alright, you. Settle down. Settle down, you idiots. You too. There's Eeyore. We're missing somebody else. Maybe they really are up here. Wait, hold on. Give me that. Yeah, Rue. Where the hell's Rue at? Yeah, hold on. There you are. Come here. Forward march. We just barely dodged that. Alright. Thundaga? Wow. Yeah, that's gonna be our answer to most stuff. We'll drop Reflect. Reflect on tier 1's not very good. We have Firaga? That's ridiculous. And we're missing the last page, aren't we? Yes. Okay. We've cleaned out most of it though, which is nice. Which is nice. It's very nice. We can do pirates now. We can go finish Pooh now. Fuck what I was doing. Paige was right there. Pretty sure there's 3 chests in the zone. There usually is always 3. But where would the last one be here? I'm thinking there's just not one. And then I'm just being crazy with it. One way to check would be to do this. Yeah, we got every treasure. Let's help them. Here we go. We failed. It's over. Sorry, Pooh. We just don't know how we're gonna get you out of this pot now. Oh, try again? Okay, sure, we can do that too. Ah, shit, we fucked up. Alright, so this is what happens every time. Every single Kingdom Hearts reaction command is not a hold. This one's a hold, and it fucks me up every time. Oh, is it not a hold? What the fuck am I doing then? I forget how this minigame works every time I do it. There we go. There we go. Never mind. Wasn't looking at that power meter. Oh, it's how long you had to yeet? That's what it is. Ah, yeah. Alright, cool. We're done with that. That's Pooh 100%. 100% flushed. They might be hiding some in Disney Castle. As much as I'd rather not do this segment because it's boring as hell, but we'll do it. Come with me. Blap. Didn't know you ran Rando too. Maybe I was one that for gore. I used to do it a lot when it was brand new, when we did it via emulators, and then I started doing some of it on PC, but not to a large degree. Used to be really into it because it was, you know, it's a very fun, repeatable thing to do. Hold on. Oh wait, no, we're like one step off. Here we go. So I've been spending my nights watching more stuff. I finished the new Watanabe anime Lazarus that came out this year. That's from the Cowboy Bebop guy. It was mostly a disappointment by the end, but you know, I had a good time. I did have a moment halfway in where I went, wait a minute. This might not be very good, but I was like, I have to keep going though. It's 13 episodes. It's not that hard to get down. I truly knew it was wash when I hit YouTube and hit the anime and review, and every single one of them was negative. Have you watched his other stuff, Carol and Tuesday? I haven't seen that. I've seen Bebop. I've seen like half of Space Dandy and all of Samurai Champloo. I decided to not look up anything about the show because I kind of do it a little bit as I watch most shows. But if a show does a specific thing, I know to not look till I'm done. Which is specifically, when they introduced a trans character, I immediately went, okay, I can't look until it's done because all it's gonna be is incredibly evil people talking about the show. I was like, all right, discussion on this one must be terrible, but I'm gonna keep watching. We did beat the Hades Cup. It messed me up when I found out Watanabe wanted to make something similar to Space Dandy, and yeah, Jason DeMarco of Adult Swim was like, "We're looking for something a bit more of a serious style show." I had saw that initially too, and I was like, I want to watch the show as it is instead of like people mad about what it could be or whatever. Was this place colorized? Oh yeah, I'm running a mod called Timeless River Technicolor. That tries to mimic like old style Technicolor look for it, which I thought was a neat switch up. I just kind of looked at a mod list and went, let's fuck around with some stuff. I've played this game more than any piece of media ever. So the premise of this new show that he put out, Lazarus, is that a group of characters have 30 days to find some scientist who created a drug that the entire world's addicted to because it's dirt cheap and makes it so you no longer feel pain. But it actually is going to kill every single person who took it. So it puts the show on a bit of a clock, a 30-day clock to find this guy. The show proceeds to do what Watanabe is good at, which is a series of one-off episodes. Unfortunately, every one-off episode does not push the plot in any way, and does not teach you anything new about any character that is involved. And I went, wait a minute, this is what people who talk shit about Cowboy Bebop think that show is. There quite literally is a line in episode 7 of 13 where they say, we're back to square one. And I'm like, that's real bad, guys. That's not a great thing. Sorry to miss the dude. I can't click to allow on your message, and none of my mods are saying yes to it either. That Automod grabbed. My cursor's trapped. I can't click it, but, you know. The show is immaculately animated. Music's good. I like the opening theme quite a bit. Real nice sense of style, but unfortunately not good character writing here, and the serialized storytelling they're doing with it just does not hit. They do a twist in the final episode that means functionally nothing, but I feel like it should have meant something. There are some flashes of good stuff in there, but it just did not come together. It was entertaining to like look at, but just, man, ugh. You get the John Wick guy to like collab with Watanabe and get Studio Mappa on animation, and you got good composers on it, but sadly the story's plot's like very unsalted. You can't have a super time and sensitive premise or you're gonna fuck around for half of it. Yeah, because every single episode's like, okay, we need to find this guy. So we're gonna, we got a tip about maybe these people could be involved with them. Maybe we can find some. And then they do a set piece for the episode. It looks great, cool action sequence, and at the end they go, we learned absolutely fucking nothing from this. And then the end, and then every episode ends with text because they're kind of calling back to Bebop in every single episode. And it just goes, 26 days left, or 20 days left. And I'm like, well, nothing happened. We didn't get any closer. Also, the funniest part is in episode 3, the guy they're looking for is actually hidden in the background, and then they don't actually find him again until the final episode, which made me go genuinely insane. The bit where they make the blonde one cross-dresses beast mode, that is true. That is followed up by the other episode where the main character in it, or I guess like the main action guy, is like, I gotta go find this other former escaped prisoner who lives in the homeless city. And they're like, they go by this name and they can't find them at first, and it's because that person is actually a trans woman and goes by a different name. And I was like, and at that point I knew I could not look the show up online until afterward, because people would be like, that Watanabe, he's gone woke. I can't be watching this anymore. Or Cowboy Bebop, or anything he's ever made. Man, chat was racing to fucking call him fucking woke. Fucking pronouns. Yes, it absolutely does have one in Bebop, which is handled a little bit less Less, well in the live-action version, to the surprise of no one on Earth. Is it me or the audio desync? Let me check. Yeah, it's just you. See? We're good. Draw. Be peak if we got Pete as an ally in KH2 or beyond. It'd be peak if Pete did anything in the next one. When's my big moment? I don't even have guard. I don't know why I put counter guard on. I can't even use it. Drop jackpot. We don't need jackpot. It'd be peak if we see a period. It's still cooking. It's not ready yet.
What's that for?
So funny how much attention he got in KH2, then Maleficent made him into a digger in 3. Maleficent being the weak link is so funny. It's true though. I love reading interviews about KH3 where they're like, Pete and Maleficent have their own goal. So they're not necessarily an antagonist to Sora, but they got their own thing going on. And then you play the game and it's like, ah, yeah, they got some ideas, all right. They got some plans. Their plans are to remind you that they too are in this video game. Flash step. Turn it up. Yeah, we need to buy ethers. We got both simulated and real money pouch. There we go, that'll be enough. Ooh, we have a lot of slots too. There we go, and they auto refill now. Sora Allen 1 voice. Flash step! Man, sometimes I go back to that video of him reacting to the KH2 Remind abilities because it's just pure unfiltered joy. Let's see, we got every form, right? Yeah, we do. Which means we can max out Master real quick. KH3 was the time we had unity and peace. It was like 70% unity, where it was like, you know, all the annoying KH2 heads were like happy about it, but then they had to say, I don't count Remind as Kingdom Hearts 3. I believe an entirely separate secret team made that, and that's how I decide to divvy it up. In their mind, guys in suits appeared, and they're like, "What's up? We're the secret Tokyo team guys that have been locked in the basement since 2007. We're just gonna come here and fix it up for you." Nora telling Yasuo we should cut Shion after he started deaf on her fight. That's really funny. I like the way that interview comes out. It's like, instead of fucking Data Shion, we would have gotten Data Demix. Instead, his water clones would have removed our maximum HP instead. Did you know Tokyo team and Osaka team literally aren't real? People just like names. I don't know which one I would have preferred. Oh my god, they would have done some crazy remix there, but you know, we need Vector to happen, so that was going to be the clear winner. You go with whoever gives you the better track. We already had plenty of 13th Dilemma mixes in there. I'm just thinking about what I want. This. Remember, they're nobodies. We can get some stuff off of it. Hold on. I missed something in chat. Let's see. Did you know the world design director at Rebirth was a lead level designer in KH2 and that made the level design connection click in my head? Yeah, I can kind of see that. I can kind of see the crossover. Remind needed to come out with a limit cut that was that good, just so I could stop, just so I wouldn't have to care about data fights in KH2 anymore. I really appreciate them doing that. I specifically remember my hopes and dreams going into the Remind DLC with those fights, where I was like, I hope that I think 2 of them are really good that I want to do more than once. And then they're like, good news, you'll think 10 of them are the best fights you've ever had. And I'm like, that's crazy, dude. I don't know how you did that. You fucking went beast mode on me. Good lord. I spent an hour on Young Xehanort on the first day, and it was probably the most exhilarating thing. When I did that Young Xehanort fight, and not only was he the easiest one, but when I cleared it, I went, oh shit, man. Mysterious figure no longer. I felt like I was on cocaine. One of the evilest things is that fucking end of fight Marluxia shit, where the timer's going down real fast. Not the hugest fan of it, but he's got one of the best tracks, and I like most of the fights, so I'm like, whatever. I just need to remember to lock in for it. Doing those fights at 120 will fix me, make me love PC gaming, I swear. Sure, honey. Go ahead. Hold on, let's prep our customize. Firaga? There we go. It's mostly just Firaga. Hold on. What's wisdom at? 4? Level 4 is pretty good. Yeah, we can run that. Fuck it.
Dance, water, dance. Let's go.
I can no-hit Vanitas now in under a minute. I used to, like, really do a good cycle on Shion when I played it regularly. Getting all of the parries or doing, you know, getting some of those extra openings in spots. There we go. Get the last of those. It's so fucked up. I don't have guard or aerial recovery, and I'm like, wait a minute, I can't do shit. There we go. Hey, there's guard. Okay, I'm glad they give you Donald here, you know, and this room boundary so I can grab some wisdom stuff off this. There we go. Lucretia's not bad. Benitez the second DM is fucked up. How nice of them to allow players to just thunder their way off of it. Item slot. Oh yeah, these guys don't care about magic, that's right. She said Final Heaven. Heard it at first as 9/11. I went, Tifa, you can't fucking say that. Oh yeah, One of my takes on the Benitez fight is they should have brought back his Remnant theme song for that. Also, no 13th reflection mix is sad. Three more days. Oh shit, you're right. 9/11's almost here. Ooh, that's a little close. Trinity limit. Nice, nice. Some of the cracked stuff is over here. Bop, 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 bop. Yeah, there we go. Alright, what's our status on limit? 6? Well, we're definitely gonna max it if we do the 100,000 Heartless. Let's do a safety save. We haven't done one this run at all. Alright, let's see. Bup, 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 bup. Sorry for the wall. It's all good. It's all good. I read everything before the wall hit, thankfully. Blazing Stone. Okay, so not amazing. Let's see. Anyway, chat, we're fundraising today. Any help's appreciated in keeping me, you know, alive and whatnot. So, if you'd like to, there's a donate button below. We're gonna keep on going for this run today until we can get the last proof and get our asses out of here. Finally learned when he does his fake out attack is he slightly moves left. Huh. I can't describe to you his fake outs. All I know is that when he goes for the sides, I should probably be blocking. That's pretty much the only thing, and then I kind of figure it out from there. There are some openings that he has that are a little bit harder to do. A little bit harder for me to execute on. There's the one where he jumps and then shoots a very slow beam toward you from on high. But if you dodge it and jump toward him, he gets scared and jumps back, and that's an opening, and then you get to skip like a overly long laser fight. That and when people figured out that all of his mechs are color-coded in his big move, and so you can just hit him with 5 or 6 spells, and and then it's easy. I thought that was crazy. For some reason, it took people like 3 or 4 years to figure that one out, or at least enough for people to like, for it to proliferate everywhere. Seeing Biscuit find an opening during his charge wave was insane. It was so funny watching Biscuit go through the other one, the one that doesn't bleed, going through the secret boss for the first time, because it was like half the chat going, "This is crazy," and the other half of them going, "This is worse than Mysterious Figure." They haven't played this boss. They just see him doing a lot of damage. I'll never get over that there's 2 of them. Yeah, there's one that is KH2 Speedrunner Derogatory, and then there's one that's KH2 Speedrunner Complimentary. Let's see. What are we looking at this point? There are new keys to look at. 7-5 Berserk, 2-10 Draw, 3-3 Hastera, 2-0. This is horrible. That's so funny. But my stagger endurance. That one was crazy. That post lives in my head forever. That BB did, where he's just like, I just don't see the point in being able to stagger and do a combo on a large boss. Like, you know, I just can't figure it out either. You know, you're right. We're still trying to figure out some use cases for this one. Jeez, Jordan was so drunk last night. Don't worry, I think everyone on the timeline knows. I think they knew at the time, too. It's on my head because I just did Skull and needed Stacker Endurance to beat it. Yeah, I'm just like, the mechanics there. It's right there, dude. But we just can't find the benefit to doing a combo on a large boss. Skull's sick. He's got like one of the coolest set pieces of one of those big boss dudes. I did my work on hardcore Kingdom Hearts 3 content. It was still launch month and I was doing proud level 1 on that shit, getting fucking so mad at that asshole because we didn't have good strats in yet. I didn't know what stagger endurance was. The best strat I had for fighting that guy was giving a really expensive ring to fucking Marshmallow, Snowball, whatever his fucking name is. Just so I can get his ability of, you get a team attack immediately. And I'm like, okay, that'll get us a couple of bars in right from the jump. My mistake was I did Frozen, finished the world, didn't save, went to the Pirates world, and then got filtered by the fucking Vulture fight because you take so much damage at level 1. So I had to run it back again. Felt like I was in hell. I like how this mod just makes it so music replacements do not work on this fight. Donald! Scar's that powerful. Well, his anger, you know, has grown for far too long. Yeah, they really push resistances and weaknesses stuff. I like that I have to think a little bit about my my equipment in KH3. Like, I go up against Data Sykes, I have to use Nano Blades so that I am immune to stun, because boy is he gonna fucking ruin me with stun. My favorite touch is that they gave Sykes a move that is clearly him copying Sora, copying his stuff of just when Sora grabs a Berserk sword, he does a specific flip move, and now Sykes just does that now. Uh-oh. There we go. Only character in the series to become a Heartless and still keep his form intact. Yes, in terms of our power scaling, he's right up there with Seeker of Darkness. As a big Lion King fan, I thought that was sick as hell. I was so excited that they put the Lion King in here when I turned like 14 and played this game for the first time. Really liked the fight, too. Oh yeah, we didn't do pirates. We got distracted by Winnie the Poohifer. Alright, let's just completely mulch it. Yes, lingering Will Turner somewhere out here. My biggest impact, I think, on the Kingdom Hearts community was hiding the KH2 render of Lingering Will in several Kingdom Hearts related photos. I put it on the official cover art reveal of Kingdom Hearts 3 over in the tower in the background. And then that got reposted to Facebook, and then people went, Nomura's hiding a mysterious character there. This could be the Master of Masters. Got to the point that boring KH hype beast YouTubers like HMK had to go, I have the printed out poster of this blown up, and that isn't anywhere over here. And I'm like, dude, I can't believe that this is happening. Suddenly those 6 protrusions in the tower are people. I love his flow. He also put 2 statues of his cats on the cover. Yeah. We respect a creator that loves their pets. Hello. Yeah. More of a lingering Phil guy. Yeah, he lingers and doesn't talk, but only when he's HD. Wonder if they fixed the crashing on this. I think they did. That's why they changed this menu to not blow up the map. I think the map made it more common to make the PC version crash. Sad thing about no final mix for 3 is no cover art. That is true. I really wish they just made a final mix. Integrate the abilities properly. Remix the main game a little bit. Maybe make it so your results screen when you beat the game on critical isn't just art they did for a fashion collab. I like the art, but just like maybe something that isn't related to super groupies would be nice. Yeah. And then like DLC's better in the long run, but it ultimately but if you want to like integrate into the main game, it makes it kind of like worse. Because it just kind of gets folded out into other stuff. Into like separate modes and whatnot. Wonder which spell would get buffed in a final mix version of 3. I did like how mad KH2 super players would get sometimes when you're like, did you know that waters basically reflect because you're invincible for 4 frames on cast? I had no problem with re-releases for games because it's like, you know, I paid for that game forever ago. I don't remember that money. That money's like 2 or 3 years old. Too many people are like, I don't like this re-release because I bought the new one on release and still haven't played it. And I'm like, oh, why'd you buy it then? Whenever I buy a game, it's because I'm gonna play it now. Not tomorrow. Not in 3 years so I can get mad at a re-release coming out. Whoa! Explosion was here, huh? I don't think Lazarus was re-released because I bought it already. No, you should have a better reason for hating it. Like, I don't like it because they're not putting out a new game, and I'm like, yeah. Like, come on, guys. Can we? Come on, man. 2 Blizzard boosts? Oh man, Barbossa's gonna fucking cry. I loved how multiple people on Twitter I saw got really mad at the concept of Persona 5 Royal because they wanted to shit on P5, and a lot of people were like, yeah, a lot of the things that you didn't like were fixed in the re-release, and they're like, but I want to talk about that one because I want to buy it or play it, and I'm like, well, it's okay. You don't have to have every conversation in the world. So glad they're doing Intergalactic One, something new for so long. Yeah. It's a shame. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Oh, We're good. We're good. It's a shame the main character looks so boring. Sorry, I've had more than enough main characters that are bald. Have I seen the new JJK spinoff? No, I haven't read anything for it yet. I'll probably wait for it to build up a little bit. I should be able to avoid spoilers on it since I don't go on Twitter, so that one really annoying unemployed person that leaks it all the time, I don't have to see their posts. I swear, I went on Twitter because I saw people saying that it was just Boruto or whatever, and then I clicked into it, and then I saw them posting, and it's like, it's kind of like the equivalent of when like Super Perfect Cell came back, but this is like the Hitler of like manga Twitter. Yeah, it sucks that it leaked. Yeah, I always hate leaks because they usually disseminate in such a way that they're usually either given piecemeal or they're misrepresented in a way that is so bad that people give like takes on a thing that are completely wrong or just backwards on a thing. Like, sorry, I'm not interested on your perspective on the final arc of Jujutsu Kaisen. I know you didn't read it. I know you read Twitter summaries of a JPEG. I know your ass did not read this in full. You either saw a JPEG on Twitter or some dude summarizing it on TikTok. Like, I don't need this. I never fucked with the Deku slander that happened at the end of My Hero Academia because it mostly came from people who didn't like the series or were reading page-by-page summaries, so I just couldn't fuck with it because I knew that it was too dishonest for me to want to look at it. If I find the source of how something started intolerable, I immediately delete any positive effects of it from my mind.
Let's go.
Kagurabachi thankfully doesn't have a bad leak culture. I need to finally get to reading it, but I'm bad about reading manga recently. There's another cure. Yeah, I know Kagurabachi's real good. That I've seen some of the spreads. Aerial recovery, hiding out here in a destroyed ship. Yeah, people liked memeing on Kagurabachi mainly because Shonen Jump, generally as a magazine, kind of sucks ass and they'll just cancel things like fucking very, very easily. So they're like, we'll do this. And I really wanted it to succeed, mainly because the way people were acting about it were kind of in this way of, we'll meme on it, then it'll get canceled. I'm like, that's not nice. Mangakas are in the torture nexus. Leave them alone. What they didn't know is that shit had the sauce and then did well. I truly knew it made it when I went into a Books-A-Million and and saw like a stack of them on a shelf alongside the other stuff. It is so funny when you go to a bookstore when there's manga for an anime that's currently airing, because you could just never find any of it. There's like maybe one loose copy of like a volume 4 of a thing. They just empty that shit out. After the Tocom beta, I can say my preferred characters are Captain America and Ms. Marvel. Not much of a fighting game person. Yeah, I was hearing the beta was pretty good for that. I saw some of the combo potential stuff they were showing in various clips from people. It looks pretty tight. I like how while making that, they were desperate to not make another Dragon Ball Fighters when they're like, no, this is primarily a 1v1. We do not want 45-minute sets ever again. Yeah, it'd be cool if like the Studio Pierrot ended up, you know, the Bleach side of it would, like, I think that Pierrot Films ended up being Kagurabachi. Because their specific style has been quite good. Yeah, the shared health bar is a clever way to make it more approachable. Yeah. Interested to see how it develops as we get more characters for it. Just don't let Mappa have it. I don't think they're bad, just absurdly overworked. I mean, yeah. That's not really ever gonna stop, though. So it's really just a thing. That's one of those subjects where I just don't give a shit about it anymore because it's been, the discourse for it has been just so wrong to a degree where it's like, what's there to talk about anymore? There's like nothing to say out of it. What's funny, I watched Lazarus, also Studio Mappa. They also did that shit too. And I will say, that show at some points looked fucking ridiculous. There's a part in the last episode where people are fighting through exploding debris, and I'm like, oh, this is like real effort. This isn't like they blew up and they come out of squares. I'm like, these are like unique particles and blending on it that looks really nice. They may be tortured over there, but that torture does look quite good. Ah, damn, I didn't put Thunder on. That's gonna make this significantly worse. No, actually, I think I'll have him kill me. We need Thunder on shortcut to make this fight tolerable. Otherwise, it's like one of my least favorite 2FM fights. Though our defense is high, so a lot of the reasons I dislike this fight come from when I come at here with really low defense stats and he kills me in one smack. JJK Season 3 has a better schedule. Yeah. Studios tend to know when it comes to some of their big stuff how to pace some stuff out when there are issues. Sometimes they don't, but sometimes they do. Bleach 1000 Year Blood War Part 2 clearly had production issues. The final episode of it, half of it isn't animated. Half of it is they bring back the funny comedy segment. The fight they're currently in, entirely unfinished, and then they just use PNGs that spin around. They then proceeded to come back with an extra 3 months with Part 3, and then that had an additional episode in it, and all the issues that I could have had with Part 2 were immediately fixed. Looked better. Looked better, and then they hit all the points they needed to do. And now they've adapted so much that there are only 7 fucking chapters of Bleach left that they have to adapt. So excited for that next year. Not everyone can be KyoAni, where they finish animating the entire season before airing. Yeah, a lot of them, they're just rushed. They, you know, they just do not have the time for it. Not everyone can be the GOAT. KyoAni's always been the king. People being reminded with City. That shit looks ridiculous. I'm behind on it though. I've been doing seasonal stuff in bursts when there's like multiple of the same thing out. Then it's harder for me to catch up on panty and stocking because I usually watch anime when I eat, and I don't want an episode where they're talking about how they're swimming in cum or something. I'm like, come on, dog. Not like this. Right in front of my salad? I'm like, I just sat down. Ah, damn, they're dead. I can't do the best strat for this. This sucks. Wait, hold on. Here we go. This'll do it. There it is, 882 pieces. There we go. We're done. I love this strat so much of just Master, Thunder, just cycle it. Just cycle it. Otherwise you're gonna take forever. I don't want any of this. He's doing the tornado or any of this. We're just gonna handle it. Just gonna handle it. Where the fuck is this last proof though, dude? Let's see. Wisdom's almost done. Hold on, we'll do drives. What's this have? Yeah, we can polish wisdom real quick. We just run in here. Then I can worry about the others. That is true. We are running a fundraiser. Any help is appreciated. I'll read your note. You can put your hot takes that... What anime opinions got you like this? You can put them in the note. I'm so bad at this. How is this my job? Lightning gem, okay. Alright, so that was a dud. Content. Twitter's algorithm, I can tell, actually aggressively works now, because if I click one post on something in there, the For You tab says that's all you care about, right? You read one Superman James Gunn tweet, so you just want every single person's quote tweet of a thing ever. And I'm like, nah. I did that for Mario Kart, and I saw 45 Mario Kart World is Dead posts, and I'm like, what makes it dead? And they're like, there isn't 1 billion people on Earth playing it. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. My mistake. We can grab Palace stuff. My home timeline just gives me Yuri art. I don't think you're old enough to look at that stuff, but okay. See the interview with the G-Quox guy? Yes. Yes, I did. For those who don't know, the Gundam G-Quox anime, Surmaki did an interview, and he's like, yeah, I was thinking about doing a more structured approach, but we decided to just make shit up as we go along. And I went, yeah, I watched it, I know. You don't have to tell me. I watched it. So aren't you 5? I'm a mother. Not anymore. CBS already took it away. I have a couple of friends still on Twitter, so I just go there to check them out. And at times I would like to see what the general populace that isn't just lib posting is doing over there in terms of like stuff I'm watching or reading or playing. Also, some artists, yeah. That's also a thing. I'm thinking they've limited my choices here. Actually, hold on. Where's Goobert? There you are. Goobert Poobert. There you are. Give me that. The thing that keeps that app installed for me is that I remember that one time where someone on Blue Sky said that anyone who still has a Twitter account now is a bad person, and that automatically made me keep it on. I do Spite for very specific things that aren't lame, like not engaging with media or anything. Those I won't let it stop me. But if it's a lib person going, don't use the Nazi site, I'm like, okay, I'll keep it installed. They're like, we're the right people, and I'm like, yeah, you guys on Blue Sky were fucking cheering on a bunch of children drowning because they lived in a conservative state, so you thought they would vote red in 14 years. Sometimes you gotta spite James. James is not related to the last thing I talked about, but you just said spite James, so I'm reading it a lot. What is this? Not if I want to fight Storm Rider. There are other places where I could get more chests in which there's a chance the proof could show up. James is as bad as the other hyper-lib friends I have. Yeah, no. James is just a guy where if he gets any level of resistance, he then has to quote a thing and say, let me be clear, and then post about it for 3 hours. It's much better than other alternatives that we have. STT is off. It's always off, yeah. Not interesting. He is RPG Obama. This is true. He is on my list of accounts not allowed to say friction, though. Too irresponsible. Let's grind Valor. Hello, we got ourselves $5 coming in. Thank you so much, Perpetual Daydreamer. Spite. I love that soda. I have some Sprite. I do it whenever I wanna fall asleep, but also I'm having a soda, you know? Get one of those that doesn't have the caffeine in it. I have nothing against James, but whenever one jump ship to Blue Sky, just never. You do. I think you do have a little something against him, if that's the main statement, but it's fine. James be having a good time. He just occasionally, he just says a couple of things. You know, I'm the same with all of my friends. Jordan be saying a thing and it annoys me. My dog be saying anything. It's not targeted at a single person. That said, James just has a higher frequency of things that make me go insane, though. So it does make me feel bad, though. I try to balance it out. That's why I try to say something incomprehensible at him, so I'm not hitting him every single time a conversation be coming up. Everybody got that one thing that turns them into the Grinchler. Dude. That's good. I like the Grinchler quite a bit. He'll just say some shit like fucking, he's like, Trails fans are annoying, and I'm like, no, it's just you. Or he'll say something like, Elden Ring doesn't have friction, and I'm like, I'm gonna choke you out, little man. Are you prepared for the death you've earned, little man? He's the reason I thought Trails fans were annoying, because they kept putting annoying ones on my timeline. Yeah, it's sad. Most of them are fine. He just made a review where he called one of the games a 5 out of 10 because he thought the plot point that is critical to it was bad. So he knocked fucking 5 points off the game. And then a lot of people got mad at him and did death threat shit. The usual thing that happens with reviewers. So he decided to make that review his personality for a couple of years. But it's okay. Now that I know that he did that review in his early 20s, I'm like, I also was invested in bad takes back then. I get it. I didn't go into that game expecting to like it out of spite. I just happened to play it and went, oh shit, this shit's bussin', actually. I'm like, ooh, this tastes so good. I'm like that white boy trying butter chicken for the first time. He originally gave it a 4 because of localization issues, but when they patched it up, he bumped it up. Okay, yeah, fuck this motherfucker. His steaks be bad as hell. If I had played that game at the time, I would have killed him then. Jordan lives in a fake dimension. He does. He lives in that dimension where he DMs me posts I've already seen 20 minutes after I've seen them. I wanted to grind Valor here, but it's way too dangerous, and it's dependent on my party members not dying. So we're just gonna have to abstain from that. My friend does that, but he's not as online as me. Oh yes, I only counted for people that are regularly hanging out like us. Totally understandable. Well done. That should be enough, right? Yup. Yup. Ow. 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 Boop, boop. There it is. Drive gauge up. Midnight Anklet. Shaman Relic. Disney
Nice.
Castle. $25 from Shining Gurren saying, this one is dedicated to the best Pokemon, my best buddy Malamar. Shout out to Malamar. Alright, here's the plan. We're going to run Valor Form. Because Valor Form gets experience per hit. And the big reaction command to delete the MCP, every button press counts as a hit for some reason. This game is beautiful. God, I forgot we're at the point where everything hits like a truck, though. Okay. I associate this as a Kingdom Hearts track now and not fucking Razor Jin, and I think that's improved my mental health. Hey, we're maxed out. Horizani Slash was on him. Okay. Well, nope. Well, I guess we have no point doing that then. Ah, damn. Ah, damn. I've been foiled. I've been foiled. Alright, we're gonna change it up. We're not gonna use Valor until we're deleting him. Fighting Sark with that just doesn't feel very good. There it is. See you later, you shark. Have a good one. All you have. Here we go. Back in the game. Ooh-ah. 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 See? Counts as hits. Ow. Uh-oh. He will repair my data. I love this RC. And you're dead. Rangers burp me. Alright, we're done. A song that good in Sonic and the Secret Rings pisses me off so bad. I wish I liked that game. Makes me want to fucking spit on him. Hold on, what are we looking at in forums? Done, 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 done. Alright. It's okay, I heard you like that game if you max out everything. Perhaps. Snaps. You wish you liked that game and wish it was good, and they're basically the same thing. I saw that saw that fans are making a Sonic Rush PC port. That looks cool. Speaking of Sonic-related things. Ow. Leave me alone, I'm sorry. Yep, looks tight. I enjoyed the Sonic Rush games. I liked Adventure a little bit more. Not the boating stuff necessarily, but playing through all the stages, I felt like it was a little less Dimp's nightmare than Rush 1. It's also the first one I played. I rented Rush Adventure when I was younger and really liked the vibes. Now! See, there it is. Sometimes we all have our favorite voice line that the characters do, and I'm just like, I like when Mickey Mouse goes, now! Sonic Advance 2, I think is the coolest one because it's got the most style to it, and it has like one of my favorite Super Sonic segments because I think Sonic's cool as hell. 3 is, well, it has 3 acts per stage, and you can team up with Cream the Rabbit. What do we have in here, buddies? Oh my goodness! All we need now is a silver orb, and then we are done. As soon as I saw that big shit, I'm like, it's the last proof, or it's the promise charm. Some of the mod setups I have here make it so the only big chests are for the big 4 important items. That way you could be like, oh shit! And you can pog. Hold on, did I get the stuff in here? I was kind of like half paying attention as I came in. Yeah, I missed this. Let's see, what's final at? 6? Yeah, we could probably cycle stuff. Yeah, we can get to 7 through here. Ah, I'm missing juice. Do I have an item for it? Yeah, I do. How long have we begun? 3 hours? Yeah, this seat's not too bad. We're almost done. Or we could not be almost done. We could just never find the last one. But it's probably in World Never Was. There's so many chests there we haven't hit yet. Oh, Donald's dead? Is he ruining everything? That is true. Slide dash. Let's see, 35. They do an Unleashed Ultimate. Do you think they'd have Roger redo the lines? I could see them doing that. And I think I would turn into Spax 3 getting mad about Ryan Drummond. You know, without the Predator parts, by the way. I'm like, nah, dog. Jason Griffith was my Sonic. You can't do this to me. Don't do this to me. I'll shit my pants in front of you right now. Giving us what RE8 we didn't. Chris Redfield is a werewolf. Whoa. Whenever I think of Resident Evil 8, I just constantly think of fucking what's his name, Heisenberg, funniest man ever. Super Magneto Man's like, what's up? I'm going to create a weapon device that specifically can defeat me. I will even write logs about how I've created a thing that can kill me. I don't know why. That game fucking rules. Like the stuff they did with Ethan at the end. Yeah, I enjoyed that. I had a great time with RE8. I like ran through it multiple times. It lacked that it polished up the thing that made RE7 the most unreplayable game in existence, where I didn't have to do all that. It's got some stuff, but it's significantly less worse than that, where I'm just like, man. Do we get to the part where I'm roaming around a little bit? I think the only part when I hated RE8 though was in the one challenge of don't shoot your gun. And I'm like, you fuckers. Looking forward to the 8 replay. I haven't touched it since launch. It is a fun time. 7, I get why people have problems with it. It's so unreplayable because they're like, look at our spooky stuff. All they had to do was do a thing of, on replay, they're like, you start after they leave the fucking dining room, and then you're set. You're good. But instead, you gotta start from the jump. Oh, brother, fucking gyro. Alright, Pence. What's up, dude? Dog Street's great. That one. Laser. General consensus I see is people preferring 7 over 8. They're like, it's more scary. And I'm like, I guess. I don't really care about jump scares, to be honest. I thought Benny Viento was scarier than anything in 7. Seven scared just gross people shoving their face in the camera. They're like, ooh, I'm gross. Ooh, I'm gross. And I'm like, Jordan does that for free on his vacations. I don't need this now. Yo, you were hiding Stitch? Regrettably, I'm going to have to fight Roxas now. I'm going to have to pretend to be competent again, which sucks. It's very unfair to me. Alright, what's our blade options? I'm going to have to put it all on this. I could do 2 become 1 for form boost. Could do that. Might put on Omega Weapon, actually. You might be wondering why switch to that when it goes down by 10 on magic, and the reason is entirely Keyblade length does kind of matter. Giant baby thing was 8. You go into the house and it's really dark and it's scary and fucked up, and then you use the baby thing. There's a challenge in Resident Evil 8 that's like, don't fire your gun once, but there are sequences where you have to fire, they don't count those. The worst part about that is when you play as Chris Redfield and they're like, you have to use this device to bomb the things. If you miss using it, they count that as a bullet shot, and it made me so fucking angry. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking kill someone. But I did it. But I was mad. They're like, use the drone strike, but if you miss, we'll count that as you shooting a gun. But if you hit it, it counts. I'm like, what are we doing here? All right, let's listen to Fist Bump according to Jordan. Oh god, our damage is ridiculous. Alright, go to the center, please. Thank you. Oh god. Oh god. He's doing all of my least favorite moves all in a row. Go back to the center, please. Okay, I can do this, actually. Hold on. I played Shadow of Rose. I remember not liking the last fight in it mostly, but it was alright. It was alright. Might have been because it's been a while when I finally played it. Quick Run Max. Real DLC, not the escape room stuff. Yeah, not the tapes. You're thinking like Not a Hero and End of Zoe. Oh boy. Just shaking my head because of what's coming. Let's see. Firagon Circle. I need drive. I need drive if we're doing this. We'll build drive while getting treasure over here. There are still ways that I can avoid fighting Xigbar. Otherwise known as the final boss of the Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizer, because he's a bastard. Like as Zoe becomes a crystal girl. Yeah, it's pretty neat. I like how Alta was excited at the prospect of a Resident Evil 0 remake until I said, please look forward to the Stalker character, the Leech Man, in 4K. And they're like, ooh! And it was over. Meanwhile, Nick's like, ooh, Billy. They make him, yeah, they're gonna make him so slutty. Yes, I have to touch this, and they're like, oh yeah, you did it. Okay, we'll open it now. Lock in, folks, here we go. The only things ever followed up on from the original RE content is Billy and Gaiden. That one, Billy always stuck out to me of like, what do we really need to follow up on? He kind of just got out and then went on with the rest of his life and his freedom. He's probably like, that shit was scary. I ain't going back and doing any of that. I'm gonna go like get a shitty apartment and just hang out now. The inevitable RE5 had soul discourse when they remake 5. See, this is the perfect opportunity, right? That's gonna be the best remake ever, because the people that really like remakes and they never have a good argument against people who dislike them, but this time they will because RE5 is racist. They're giving solid gold here. Because really, there's no reason to defend remakes, really, because you're always going to get them, so you already won. But this one, you have the perfect opportunity. They're like, what about when they do the Legends of the Hidden Temple segment? Like, it's truly beautiful here. Oh yeah, I removed Thunder. You're dead. Next. Played RE5 with a friend who never touched me before. When the look on their face when we hit the scene where the white one, we get, dude, that's that is when you realized, oh, they're doing radioactive advanced racism here. And people were like, I know some parts didn't hold up, but that's fine. It's like, okay, pull out Sheva's alt costume, and then they go, no! I keep forgetting Zigbar, his voice replaced with the sniper from TF2.
Sniping's a good job, mate. Piss off, you mongrels.
Very true. There we go, we got it. Let's go. God save the Queen! Oh boy, that's bad. Alright, well, we didn't DM skip. Mongrel. Ah, thank God we have this so we don't die from this. Fuck, shit. Ooh, we're having really bad luck with this guy. There we go. Oh, fuck, he doubled. Shit. Okay. I keep forgetting he does 2 in a row. Ah, brother. I hate that he makes me have to try so much. There we go. Peppa Pig did nothing. There's no proof. Okay, well, we're fine. Oh, I'm tired. Can I go to sleep now? The only thing that doesn't fully hold up with KH2 for me is a lot of the endgame bosses are like, yeah, my health's low enough. You're gonna get a desperation move where I'm invincible every 15 seconds until I'm dead. And I'm like, eh. Don't squander your time. Coming up. I kind of wish I had limit for this, but fuck it.
The first to run out of time is the loser.
Alright, let's dodge around until this runs out. A challenge, is it? Let's go. Look closely. Yeah, they go through a cycle before doing it again in KH3. It's a bit less just haphazard. It's why I don't care for Lingering Will very much. It's really just really small windows of vulnerability followed up with and enter the fucking overly long fucking DM. Scatter! Ah! Ah! Bum 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 bum. Saw a streamer years ago try for several hours, then stop for a day. Then on a new run, he beat it second try. You just need to be refreshed. At a certain point, you're just playing something, you're just so fucking mad at it. I remember watching plenty of streamers on Justin TV and early Twitch do Lingering Will on Japanese import copies they got running swap magic on PS2. This is gonna be a little complicated. I didn't prep for this. Peter!
Our turn?
Be gone! Be gone! So close!
Didn't get the last proof, still looking. For people who don't know, Peter Pan's additional hits fuck up the AI for Psyx on here, so you can... It's a functional infinite so long as you keep hitting. There you go. I don't like Peter Pan as a person. I think he's horrible. But I do approve that he can do that. Or that shit he does in Birth by Sleep where you can, like, do, like, damage storing and, like, rip Zigbar apart. Alright, last call for chests up in the castle. Oh, hey, Riku's here. What's up, Ricky? What's up, Richard? I love Riku's hair and the art there because it kind of makes it look like he has the headphone dent. Donald! He's a sexy guy and all the gamer girls really gonna like it. Reflect! It's definitely none of these. No big chest. Okay, let me go kill Zemnis. It's always a treat. I do love this fight. Down, down. Nil! Get clapped.
So close! So close! So close! See this? Go ahead, go! Look at me, moron!
I love bullying this fight.
So close!
Alright. Finish it up. Alright, cleared. And we got frauded in the castle. That's too bad. Alright. Scammed. No proof. And all treasures, too. That sucks. Alright, let's go keep looking. What level are we at? We're almost at beat the game level, too. As well. Shit. Where the fuck could it be? So it's either that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, or that one. But where? Oh, where could it be? How close to the it's bad scenario? I cleared 2 more worlds full visits. then I must start dooming. Nah, I got Atlantica turned off. Fuck that shit. There's plenty of checks in Beast Castle I can grab. This battle's a little derogatory if you don't have Thunder to, like, insta-cast on this guy. You turn it off? Yeah, on the randomizer menu, you can turn off any worlds you don't like. Don't turn off too many, because then there won't be enough items to do the whole thing. But you can turn off a couple things. I turned off the Roxas tutorial and Atlantica. I'm like, I'm good. Heard the actual instrumentals for Atlantica and Yoga just making Mario RPG OST again. Yup, it's so nice. Power boost. Alright, back in. Talk to him once, he immediately loses his shirt. That's so funny. Meow, 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 meow. Assumed it was excluded by default. No, a lot of people did it. They used to call it jail when the rando was new, because you couldn't leave until you finished it. People would just forge through it.
So close.
Give me the free EXP, please. Yum. Also, a lot of the tools you had when Rando was brand new, if you tried to use them in the Roxas thing, there were so many crashes or he'd like T-pose and break. They've since fixed a lot of that stuff, but I find the section vastly uninteresting compared to the rest of the game in terms of what you're doing. So I just turn it off. I'm good. I'm in here to just get into the combat. If I want to play through that old section, I'll just replay the game normally and have a good time with it. That's why we need your Heartless and your Nobody. Wait. I think I figured out a place that has plenty of chests that usually fucks me because I tend to forget it. So we're gonna do that after this. We haven't done core. We got to do Cavern of Remembrance. We went up there to get Master, but we didn't get any of the stuff in it past the first checkpoint. We're going to check that after this. Win God me until it stops. Holy shit. Oh god, that's 1 HP. Got it. Nice try, pal. Ooh, I think we actually are gonna skip the DM. Or there's a chance at least. Nope, he did insta-cast on it. Alright, we'll just stay out of his way then. Danka!
Wear the face of despair.
Alright. You land. Yeah, you can just reflect through that. It's not a big deal. Alright. Let's see if my intuition is correct. Where is it? Crown. Here we go. Let's do core. We're strong enough that we can actually do the fights in it. Oh yeah, let's change out keys as well. I've been playing and making myself weaker because I wanted the better reach for the Roxas fight, and then never put on the Keyblade that's 10-10 ever again. Dep dep doop dep doop dep doop dep dep. There it is. Thinks it's unguardable. Yeah, he shoots out a tornado and it's red.
Look at me! Hurrah!
Yo, what's up, dude?
Catch this! Catch this! Moron! Catch this! Catch this!
I will say I much preferred like your summons in this just because they kind of like supplemented the main gameplay. Feels like we're both like doing actions at the same time. Yes. Never punished. Let's get out of here. If I can immediately see that big chest, I go, all right, let's go. All right, let's do final adjustments on the build going into the final fights. So, ooh, we have an accessory slot. We've just been leaving damage on the floor. Full boom plus. Horizontal slash, yeah. Slap shot, yeah. Yep. Drop guard break. Explosion is just better for this point in the game. Aerial finish, because we don't have Magnet Burst, sure. Drop the combo plus. Boost, yes. Summon boost, sure. And customize, what are we going to need? We're going to need Magnet. Reflect, yeah. Blizzard, yes. Thunder's also good. Honestly, Thunder. Thunder because we don't have level 3 Blizzard. Thinking about anything else. Oh yeah, what's our stat line? 36 defense. That's not very good, but 40 is when you get in the comfortable spot. All right, we got second chance once more. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go take one more pee and then we'll finish up. Alright, we're back. Let's see. Finishing leap, we could pop that. Tallying slash, I'm good. Yeah, everything seems good to go, except items. Elixir. Mega Elixir. Need those as my panic buttons. Okay. Didn't get a lot of elixirs out of this. You know what? I bet I can get something out of this. No such luck. But I did get some off the rip there. Cool. Alright, let's go beat it. They must redeem dodge slash in KH4. You know what? They should.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Nice try, pal. Let's go.
Yep. If you have Promise Charm, you can go in through this, and it lets you... It's like Super Mario World's back door to Bowser. You can just skip the entire castle and get right into the fight.
Let's go. Let's go. Nice try, pal. Let's go. Let's go.
I forgot it overwrites a different track if you go from this back area. Eh, sure.
Let's go.
Sure, why not, dude? I was waiting for Open Your Heart, but, you know, we could fuck with this. Nyom. I always hate that if you do, like, a jump up there, it kind of fucks it up a little bit. There we go. Clap. Reminder, chat, we are finishing up this stream here, so any help on the goal we got would be appreciated. I have Amogos. Will that help you guys? I'm glad all my mods work. I haven't played this shit in like at least 6 months. Oops. I hit the button thinking it was done. Should have been looking up there.
Catch this.
My brain forced me to check if my mods still work if we go more than a month without using them. Alright, let's jump on over here. I heard that. Yep. And you should be grateful you didn't hear anything else.
Catch this.
I was scrolling through my game list of things I could do today, and I didn't want to do any of them, so this is where we landed on. Thank you, Ray Moonwolf, for the 20. Appreciate it. Denied.
Catch this. Yo, heads up. Yo, heads up. Yo, heads up.
What's up, Chicken Little? There we go. As you know, chat, we must always do it like this so that the Among Us can be in the opening cutscene. Yeah!
So close. No heads up.
All right, 2 fights left. All right, damage limit 1.
Hearts are power. Nothingness is eternal.
By the way, seed name on this was in fact named I Need Money, Please Help. Glad the seed name didn't fuck me.
So close.
Oops. Did that entirely wrong. There we go. Get out of it.
Nothingness is eternal.
Yeah, this track's called Supporting Me, so just saying. Context clues. Subliminal messaging, yes. All right, here we go. Finish it up. Uh-oh. Stay in the air. Ah, damn, I touched ground. Reset the combo. It happens every time.
Anger and hate are supreme.
There we go.
Is that all you got? I'll take 'em. Punk. Punk. Moron. Gonna lose it all. What's the time shot? Sorry. Look at me.
Why don't you vanish?
Ew, ew, ew. 1, 2, 3.
Is that all you got?
Hey! Man, just in time for the Fugi to break, too. They were like, that's crazy. They're like, get out of the stream now. Leave. Die. I haven't dome skipped in forever. Let's see. That was like almost 4 hours. We did pretty good there. Saved by Mickey 0. Healed part members 10 times. Limit form 18. 3 anti-forms. Those were just trying to get final out. And Chicken Little with 2. Pay respects to the dome. It feels so good when you stop him from doing doing the cutscene. Always nice. Now's your time for any last minute tips as we get ready to head out of here. If anyone wants to be like, Casey, you did a good job. Here, have $5 million. The dark margin. Yes. Alrighty. Well, thank you everybody for coming out. I appreciate it. We had a fun ass stream, I think. We'll roll through the credits so I can give thanks to every single person who was kind enough to show up and help me out. While I check some stuff here. Thank you to you, Stoppery, Noble Brony, Shining Gurren, Ray Moonwolf, and Perpetual Daydreamer. Thank you all for the tips. Really appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here since we finished up the run. I might just be streaming more trails tomorrow. We'll see what's going on. Maybe this will be enough for me to survive on. We'll see what's happening. But that's it for me today. I will see you guys later. Have a great rest of your day.